In the air, right field. Wallner in position, hauls it in for the out. And there's one away. In half, up to hit. The half daddy. Outside low, and that's ball one. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Lewis snags it for the second out.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
And now the first baseman, Michael Busch. Hit hard on the ground and up the middle, base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
So here's Kyle Tucker now. And the first pitch misses for ball one. And Pablo Lopez will deliver. And there's a foul ball. And a pitch. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Busch leads off first with 2 down to the inning.
Runner, yes,
the
yes.
kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Ring him up, says Clyde Washington. And we're back. New inning getting started. Now it's the right fielder, Matt Wallner. And the first offering a fastball for a strike. And a big swing and a miss. Clyde Washington doing the umpiring behind the dish in this one. Sometimes considered a bit of a pitcher's umpire, Singy.
He likes the low ball, which traditionally favors pitching, but you know, hitters today are pretty good at dropping their barrel down, so we'll see how it goes in this one.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Yeah, there's no doubt, Boog. Electric stuff from the jump. I mean, there's just no messing around right now. It's still very early, but we could see a pretty impressive outing here if the strikeouts keep coming in the way they are. One thing you have to be aware of, though, is a high strikeout rate might impact the pitch count as the innings roll on.
Here's Royce Lewis. In the air, right side of the infield. Horner puts it away for the out. That's out number 2.
First baseman, Ty France.
2 outs, base is empty. Ty France, the next twin up to hit. Fastball for a strike.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Down go the Twins in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the second baseman, Nico Horner. Lopez back to work. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. He makes the grab, 1 away.
The shortstop.
And here comes Dansby Swanson. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. Digging in, Pete Crow Armstrong. And that one lifted in the air center field. Buxton moves under it. Squeezes it. And there's 2 away.
Man, this is pretty amazing. This guy is very efficient out there on the mound right now. Just 9 pitches in the first. He's got a chance to keep it to single digits again. Who does that?
Gage Workman, the next Cub to hit. Pitch is in there. Strike 1.
No ball. 1 strike.
Swanson off of first with 2 away. And a foul ball. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Runner takes off on the ground, right side. On to France. That ends the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. We head on down to the top of the 3rd. No score. On to the 3rd inning. Here's the second baseman, Brooks Lee. And that one fouled off. Lee goes 6'1" in the 8th spot in today's lineup. A former first-round pick in 2022. Strike 2.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Ground ball right side, and that squirts through. So a man on base to start the inning.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Ryan Jeffers stands in here, takes ball 1 low. Top of the 3rd, no score. Rolled softly, but that goes foul.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
The 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Bush steps on first for the out. To second, but way too late. Safe there.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. The job was to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score the go-ahead run. That's exactly what happened. So you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at-bat.
Man at second. That one laced to center and a base hit. Stop sign goes up at 3rd. Runners at the corners with 1 out.
Well, that's a smart decision to hold up with 1 out and the heart of the order coming up. Don't want to run into an out at home plate.
So here's Bader now. And fouled off.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Runners at the corners, 1 away. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. That's towards center. Brings it in. Runner tags from 3rd. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0.
Well, it's a nice job right there. It's always great when you can get on the scoreboard first. Just good situational hitting to bring him home from 3rd right there.
Here's Carlos Correa. He's 0 for 1. And first offering is fouled off.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved with it.
Runner on the move. Cut on and missed.
0-2.
Safe at second, and that was not close. And they'll do it again. Now this is in the air down the line. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. Runner from second crosses the plate. It's 2-0. And that's a 2-out double.
Everything came together for him. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
So runner at second, 2 down. Byron Buxton, the next Twin up to hit. And there's a strike. In the dirt. Man on second, 2 down. Fights it off. He'll see another. And a ground ball to first. He'll do it himself. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. But 2 runs set for the bottom of the third, and now it's Miguel Amaya. In the air out towards right center. Buxton sizing it up. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 1 down. Seiya Suzuki, the next to hit. He swings and fouls one off. 1 out, base is empty. Right side. Wallner makes the grab, 2 down.
Now batting, left fielder.
2 down, base is empty. Ian Happ now at the plate. He popped out his first time. This one in the air, right field. Wallner has this one sized up. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. Here at Wrigley Field, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Matt Wallner. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these Twins doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
And that one hammered. That's got a chance. And caught on the warning track.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
So up next, Royce Lewis. He's 0 for 1. Cut on and lifted in the air. Horner settles under it and makes the grab. 2 down.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
Horner gets it to first, and that is that. Nothing doing here for the Twins as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Back here at the friendly confines. And the batter now, Michael Busch. And that one ripped to left and foul ball.
You know, these Cubs just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Caught out in front and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
Here's Kyle Tucker. Went down on strikes his first time through. Pitch misses, and it's 1-0. Hard ground ball for a base stop. Runner stops at second, and the first two reach to start the inning.
Back-to-back base hits. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Here's Nico Horner. 0 for 1 with a flyout. Hit on the ground might be 2. 1 at second, and they get him easily at first. It's a double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Drops into the glove. That is the inning. On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton. Now it's the second baseman, Brooks Lee. That one ripped right center field. Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. Not stopping. He's going for 3. And he's got a leadoff triple.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Here comes the manager out of the Cubs dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Shota Imanaga won't go any further. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher. Ryan Jeffers at the plate. That one out to right. Tucker makes the grab, 1 away. So the lineup flips over, and next is the designated hitter, Willie Castro. Splits the plate, and that's strike 1. 1 away with a runner at third. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Runner in from third to extend their lead. It's an RBI single, and they're up by 3. And now Bader up to the plate. Ripped to right, base hit. Lead runner makes the turn at second. Headed for the plate.
Well done. Drives in the run. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
1 down, runner at third. Now Correa up to hit. Here comes the manager out of the Cubs dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Keegan Thompson done for the afternoon, and he leaves a runner at third. So we'll see how the next pitcher deals with that when we get back. Yeah, that's fouled off. Miller winds and deals. And that is out of play.
1-2.
Bader takes his lead at third with one away. Struck him out looking.
Just locked him up right there for the second out, and that's an at-bat he's probably going to be thinking about for a little while. Didn't pull the trigger. Not how you want to go down in an RBI spot, so now you got to hope your teammate behind you can pick you up.
Here's Byron Buxton. 0 for 2 in this one. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt.
No ball. Strike.
Two outs and a runner at third. And we're at the top of the fifth. Going to count 1 and 2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Fouls it off. Still 1 and 2. Good job to fight that one off. 2 outs. And a swing and a miss. Good job at damage control right there. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. So up now for Chicago, Pete Crow Armstrong. Lopez back to work. Foul ball.
Not a lot of people know this, but this isn't the only Wrigley Field in MLB history. You know, when the league expanded and added the Los Angeles Angels in 1961, they played their first season at a stadium in LA called Wrigley Field, which had been the home of the minor league team of the same name.
Line drive, and this might be trouble. And that's going to get into the corner. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a leadoff double in the fifth.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left.
Lewis throws to first. And that's the first out in the bottom of the fifth. So digging in, Miguel Amaya. In the air, right side. And that's out of play, a foul ball. That one catches the corner for a strike. Man at second. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Ripped into right center. And that should be extra bases. Runner scores from second as they get one back.
Picks himself up an RBI. Nice job at driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup, and now the DH, Seiya Suzuki. That's out to center field. Buxton moves under it. They got it for out number 2. So up next, Ian Happ. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Amaya at second with 2 down. Late on that fastball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Check swing. Went around. 1 and 2. Slow roller up the middle. Whips it to first on the run. Got him. Nice play. Cubs pick up a run on the RBI double. It's now a 4-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's back here at Wrigley Field. And now the right fielder, Matt Wallner. And a swing and a miss. Miller goes 6 feet 5 inches, 220 pounds, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2016. Check swing, called strike. On the ground to the left, and it goes just foul. That's to third. Tosses to first. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
Now batting, third baseman, Royce Lewis.
Now the third baseman, Royce Lewis. And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1. Right through there for a strike.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
France up to the plate for the 3rd time as he looks at one down low. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. Horner makes the play, and that's the 3rd out. Retired in short order, but they lead it 4-1. And we're back. Well, we go bottom 6, and here's the first baseman, Michael Busch. Center field. Buxton moves under it. He's there. He's got it. And there's one down. Kyle Tucker, a.k.a. King Tuck, to the plate now. And that one upstairs, ball 1.
Definitely a frustrating day for the offense, but when they look at it, this guy's had his best stuff. Been painting the corners, working on the edges and changing speeds. Just a difficult one. You tip your cap.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Gets the call, and that's strike 2.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
That's the ball.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Throw not in time. It's an unlikely infield single.
Not every base hit is a liner into the gap, just like not every strikeout's a perfect slider down and away. I mean, right there, he just put the ball in play on the ground and gave it his all to get down to first for the knock.
So here's Horner now. In there, and it's 0-1.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
In the air, right field. And that'll fall for a base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away. Dansby Swanson stands in, 1 for 2. There's a line drive to left field. And it gets by him. Here's Tucker on his way to the plate. The run scores. Here comes a second. Another comes in to score. It's 4-3.
Well, a big swing of the bat right there. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance.
Now here is Pete Crow Armstrong. Now a drag bunt, third base side. Jeffers sends it to first. No hit here on the bunt attempt. They get the out.
Well, there it looked like the batter was trying to bunt for a base hit, and as he got thrown out, the runner advanced, so he's going to get credit with the sac bunt. You know, there's this red-headed announcer that I work with sometimes that gets really angry when that happens.
And that one fouled off. That's to third. On to France. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this two-run double. It's now a 4-3 ball game. Here at Wrigley Field, we go to the top of the seventh. Here's the second baseman, Brooks Lee. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Hauls it in, and there's one away. Ryan Jeffers getting ready to hit. On the ground to third. That's the second out. Willie Castro, the next Twin, up to hit. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Twins are set down 1-2-3. And it remains a 4-3. On the mound now for the Twins, Griffin Jacks.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Fought off foul.
Power relievers one after another coming out of the bullpen these days. Got to be ready for that first pitch heater.
Looking to get the tying run on base.
Right through there for a strike.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. On to first, gets him. One away on a drop third strike. A big first out here in the seventh via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. I mean, you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Next is the designated hitter, Seiya Suzuki. Swings and misses. And it's 0-1. One down, base is empty. Ground ball right side. Lee throws to first in time.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Ian Happ will hit next. 0 for 3 in this one. Hit on the ground to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now here is Harrison Bader. Miller back to work. That's a strike. Next offering is in for a strike.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
Got him. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
Carlos Correa digs in now. Outside corner, there's a strike.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Tucker makes the catch. 2 away now.
Now batting, center fielder Byron Buxton.
2 outs, base is empty. And now it's going to be Byron Buxton. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Swing and a foul out of play. 2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Back here at the friendly confines. And now the first baseman, Michael Busch. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there's just no one there to knock it down.
Substitution being made at first, and here's the pinch runner, John Birdie. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Kyle Tucker. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
No ball. 1 strike.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Little chopper rolls foul. Runner on the go again. And he hits a ground ball right side down the line, and it's foul. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Here comes the skipper, and so out of the pen comes the right-hander, Cole Sands.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Corner stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. With the tying run on at first, here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Rolled softly, but that goes foul.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. 1-run game, 1 out, 1 on. Maybe a 2-ball, 5, 4, 3. It's a double play, and that'll do it. Now into the game, Justin Turner. He takes over as the new first baseman. So digging in, Matt Wallner. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Swing and a ground ball, and that one finds its way through. And a good start to the inning. At the plate, Royce Lewis.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Here comes the skipper.
Number 37.
This one in the air, center field. Crow Armstrong should have it. And there's one away. And now for the Twins, Ty France.
Right through there for a strike.
One and one.
In the dirt. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
1 ball. 2 strikes.
Got him. 2 down.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Next offering is fouled back. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. And now the Twins catcher, Ryan Jeffers. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. To the right side, Horner. Fires over to first. That ends the inning as they squander a chance to pick. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Yohan Duran.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save. That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Ground ball to the middle. That's a base hit. And the tying run is on with a leadoff single.
No, that at bat had a lot riding on it. Certainly a pivotal swing of the bat in this ball game. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Now a chance for Pete Crow Armstrong. Swings through that one for strike 1. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th. Late swing, foul to the left. One-run game, bottom 9. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Well done behind the dish.
Well, there's a small sigh of relief right there. I mean, just to keep that speed off the base paths. It's not just the pitcher. It's other guys that have to think about it. From your infielders, have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position to make a play. As an outfielder, you're thinking about a base hit to the outfield. I got to get to it quickly to try to keep this guy from taking an extra base. So I think everyone just a little more relaxed that he didn't reach base.
Workman swings through it for strike 1.
No ball. 1 strike.
Trying to close out a 1-run lead. And the home team trying to pull it out. Swings and misses, struck him out. Nice job behind the plate there.
You hear people talk about letting the ball travel so often in terms of a hitting approach, and that's a great example why right there. If he's willing to let that curveball get a little deeper into the zone before he commits, he's way more likely to recognize that it's...
Sends it to center, and this should be it. And that'll wrap it up. The Twins